Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health System's Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, I'm so proud to be up here. I've been wanting to do this show for a long, long time. Let's show the panel if we can right off the bat, because Herman Verdin is right next to me, styling, I might add, with his hat and everything. And Clarence Verdin, of course, we've had Clarence on being in the NFL and the great achievements he's had. And Ricky Britt, who's on the end, who is what I want to talk about today, that relay team at South Terrebonne that set the standard. And I guess I want to make this point. I'm a track guy. I mean, I loved track when I went to Vanderbilt. And I can remember standing on that podium at the parish meet, and when they said I broke Warren Shanklin's parish high jump record. I was so proud. No one ever broke your record, ever. I don't know if anyone ever will break that record.
A close second here.
Yeah, well, I know, but it's
That's not good.
It is unbelievable. So let me set another little standard here. Herman was not in the Hall of Fame at South Terrebonne. And I know myself and some other people really got involved with this because I just thought it was unconscionable to not have you on that Hall of Fame team. And lo and behold, last Friday at South Terrebonne, you and your brother Clarence were announced to be in the Hall of Fame. And if I can we roll some footage in, Jason? Because now there's Clarence. And boy, I looked at the highlight footage. Clarence was really quiet. He was doing well. And then if we can, let's we're gonna go to Herman too. This was a big moment, and I want to thank Derek. I think Derek's your nephew, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank Derek for sending us this.
Okay.
There you go. Some good footage there. And then let's go to the next one if we can, Jay. And we'll roll that in. Look at Herman talking. And who's all these guys? There's coaches and...
Coaches, trainers was there.
Yeah, I'll be done.
Yeah, we had a trainer there, man. I didn't remember who he was. And they said, you don't remember? Nah, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I used to rub your legs, and Ricky's trying to make signs and tell me who he was.
Look at Ricky Filio getting a photograph here. All right, so I want to talk about this because to me this is big because before I really knew y'all, I knew y'all. I mean, I remember Ricky coming up to me one day and goes, you know who I am? I'm going, this was a while back. I'm going, I'm not real sure. He goes, I'm Ricky Britt. I go, I've been talking about you forever. So, Herman, let's start with you.
Okay.
Let's go back to that year. And what was the year y'all set that record?
73. I was senior year.
Set a tone for me. What was happening? Track and field was big.
We just figured nobody can beat us, Martin. It was our time. Could nobody, and I'll say this, beat Melvin Johnson. Rick and I were handling the front end. Huh. Melvin never really was pushed. We never gave him that opportunity. Once me and Rick had handed it off, it was over with. And the night we did set the record, I think I told Rick, just get it in my hand. Just get it in my hand. And he smiled. When I looked at the clock and seen it's on.
Yeah.
It's on. And we knew Melvin and Rob were going to do in the back end. I said, we could have ran faster, Martin, but nobody never pushed us. Melvin never had to run to the wire and dip at the tape. Never.
He didn't feel the presence of anybody behind him.
He never.
Didn't y'all drop the baton one time?
Terrebonne knocked it out of our hand.
Oh, okay.
And with the bad part, the baton fell in front of Melvin. If it had fell behind me, it probably wouldn't have cut, but it fell in front and bounced in his hand.
But that was our junior year.
That was our junior year.
Yeah.
That was our junior
And
year.
y'all still won.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's incredible.
It was supposed to be.
What was your best time?
In the 4x, and when the 4x, really our best time was 41-2. Could have went 40 points, but nobody pushed us. The 8-8 relay, that was the record. We ran 125-3.
Incredible.
That was incredible.
And
Rick,
Rick,
that week we ran the same thing LSU did, or faster.
And Ricky, I'm going to get to Clarence in a second, but how did you feel when you found out that your teammate was getting inducted? Because you've been inducted already. Mm-hmm. Now, I think we have everybody from that relay team in there. How did it make you feel?
It was an awesome feeling. It was validation on somebody that deserved it a long time ago. We had a lot of friends. He's got a lot of friends that we all came together, wrote a lot of letters, sent a lot of notes to the coaching staff, to the principals, and trying to get them to understand what Herman meant to the rest of us at that time. He was a tremendous asset to our track team. We wouldn't accomplish what we did without him. And him and I go back longer than the others. And so seeing him go into it, it was just a warm feeling. We talked over the phone when he got announced, and there was a lot of tears shed, but it was good tears. It was happy tears.
Yeah, I think Clarence and Herman were making me cry. When they were crying on the phone with me, I'm tearing up and going, we have some justice, all right? We have justice. He needed to be inducted, but we have 40 seconds till the first break. Your best 100-yard dash, what was it, Herman?
9.3.
Clarence?
Well, I ran meters.
All right, that's right, you did. Well, convert it, because I know you have already.
Probably about a 9.2.
I knew you would. And Ricky, what was yours?
More of like a 9.6, 9.65.
That's incredible to have that kind of speed, and then to have four guys that could run.
Coach Taylor and Coach Adam, if you wasn't fast as Melvin and those guys back then, you ran the quarter.
You ran the quarter.
Right.
So he wasn't going to waste his time with you. Like, you a quarter, you 800.
Oh.
You know, I'm not even going to put you in 100.
All right, hold that thought. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back with some phenoms. Don't go away. Today's social media segment is brought to you by South Louisiana Bank. It's better when we bank together. Waits and Downer, attorneys at law. Terrebonne Ford, built Ford tough.
Bayou Time Sports is brought to you by Terrebonne General Health Systems Community Sports Institute in conjunction with Barker Honda.
All right, we're back, and we're talking with three Hall of Famers, and all in South Terrebonne's Hall of Fame. And I want to come back to Herman and Clarence. But Clarence, when you're introduced at the South Terrebonne game with Herman, y'all always been competing in your own way, but there's so much love in that family.
Well, he set the bar, you know. I mean, he's the GOAT in the family, you know, and, you know, we all look up to him. You know, even when my grandparents passed and Mom, you know, he became the father figure of the family, the godfather of the family. You know, he make the decisions, you know, and like I say, but everybody love him. All my daughters, you know, he got stories, you know, I think I have them, you know, but again, like I say, his legacy lives on. He's not even just at South Terrebonne, even in New Orleans, man. I mean, I got friends, even neighbors, man. Neighbor brought me a picture one day. His brother lived in Houston. Man, it's your brother, man. He went to school with your brother, you know, at Southern, you know, New Orleans. So, I mean, and then coming from a small town like this here, man, and go to a big city and you known all around the country, you know. Mm-hmm. I mean,
it's probably Deion Sanders calling him right now.
Trying to get him, trying to get him. But he, like I say, that, you know, that's my big brother, man, and I love him. I mean, words can't even describe, you know, what he mean, you know, to me and my sisters.
It had to be a great moment when you saw him.
Oh yeah, man!
Standing there, going into the Hall of Fame.
You know, when Rick, I said that was the team, you know, and you know, for whatever reason, I said everything is done for a reason, you know, and but like I said, it's done. I really appreciate it. I didn't want to. I give him his roses while he's still living, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, don't wait, you know, someone passed, and all of a sudden, you know, my little nephew.
Well, can I say something? Not to be mean. Don't give it to him. He earned it.
Yeah. Well, he earned it.
Yeah, he earned
it. They earned it, but I think something's wrong with the time, though.
Present it to you. Yeah,
they timed.
I agree.
I think Coach Adam was timing it. I don't think.
Yeah. Hey, Lord, but
it's amazing, man, to see the time they ran back then. You know, even when we was, you know, running, like, how they, you know, I mean, equipment wasn't the same. Technology was at the poorest. And these guys did
I don't
that.
know what it was. Were y'all drinking out of the bayou over there? What were y'all doing?
We actually ran a 42 on a cinder track.
Yeah.
What's up, man?
That's incredible.
It
With
was
just spikes
incredible.
and
And I
rocks.
tell the kids now, we never practice long. Coach would tell us, run a good time, y'all get to go in. Y'all know what that means. We going in early today.
And look, I was right on the end of the cinder tracks. My sophomore and junior year,
Yeah.
we were on some cinder tracks. Senior year, I never ran on one, but it's a big difference that cinder to that asphalt.
Sure is.
And y'all are just unbelievable.
Especially when you're not in first place. Rocks in your face.
But I mean, I'm just glad it got done.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Because that really bothered me.
Yeah.
I've been covering sports for 40 years.
I remember you definitely
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
Martin.
that bothered me. I mean, a lot of things bother me when I hear about them, but when we talked that day and somebody told me you weren't in the hall, in the Hall of Fame, I mean, that hit me.
Yeah.
And you're in it now.
Yeah, Martin, look, I tell everybody, and this is from my heart. You, Clarence, Ricky.
He in it, man. He riding around with a sign. You think he's running for election? The sign on his car.
Well, we're proud
But
of
he like I
did it,
said,
Martin.
I
He
mean,
did
all
it.
of them, man. I would have loved to see all four of them here, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I never got a chance to see
You
them
know,
all
I was
together.
thinking about that before. I said, wouldn't it be great to
Yeah.
have all four?
Yeah, man.
But like I said, I knew who Ricky and Herman. I knew we were the same age.
Right.
We didn't want to play against y'all.
Yeah, no,
But
no.
yeah, I mean, I knew who these guys were before I really knew them.
Right.
So the legacy is intact.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Martin, may I add that
Absolutely.
for Herman's induction into the Hall of Fame, one of the things he's not going to tell you is that first thing he did was he looked up, gave thanks above, and gave thanks to the two guys that are above right now.
you know, I saw him do that on tape. I knew exactly what he was doing because I couldn't hear the audio, but I knew exactly.
Good men, man. I mean, I wasn't as close with Melvin as I was with Rob. Man, Rob was like a brother, man. You know, I had Hurricane Katrina messed up the Colorado jersey, number 3. And I kept that jersey, man, all the way to Hurricane Katrina. And I mean, he reminded me so much of my brother. You know, everybody used to think they were brothers. And but Melvin, like his brother Troy, was very quiet, didn't say too much, smile. You know, but like I said, I would have loved to see him run too. So I never got that opportunity.
Robert came up to me one day years ago. I forget what year he passed. I can't really recollect. But he says, "You know who I am?" I said, "I'm trying to place you." I said, "I'm Robert Lagarde." He said, "You're keeping my name alive on HTV." I said, "Well, how can I not keep it alive? Y'all had the track on fire."
Martin really, in 1973, couldn't nobody, and Ricky couldn't bear up with this, beat Melvin Johnson. He was the Usain Bolt of the 70s.
Yeah.
Couldn't nobody beat him. He wasn't human. You get and this thing was, if I beat you one time, you'll never beat me. Well, I never got a chance to beat him.
Well, I go to track meets now. I got about 30 seconds, and I got to close the show. But let me say this: I go watch track meets now, and when they run in the relays, I chuckle to myself. I'm going, y'all may think y'all fast, but y'all not really that fast. Now the high jump is going way up now, but it's unbelievable. But Herman, thank you for what you've done. Clarence, thank you for what you've done. Ricky, thank you. Tremendous legacy, well deserved. Now your name is where it belongs.
Appreciate it.
We thank you, Martin, for keeping it alive. It meant a lot to us back then, still does, always will, even for our grandchildren.
All right, I had Clarence on the one-on-one. I got to get Herman and Ricky on a one-on-one. All right?
Yeah.
All right, we'll take a short break. We'll be back with more. Don't go away.